this is Tiana Camacho, and you are listening to Three Black Geeks.
Welcome to Fantasy Island.
The plane.
I'm so glad that cliche wasn't used out of everything.
Did y'all watch the original Fantasy Island?
I did.
No, not never, because I was born in 1983.
No, I'm just saying on syndication.
Fantasy. That's what I'm saying. Fantasy Island was syndicated. Hell, if you needed the precursor to get you into Fantasy Island, there was a little cartoon called Daffy Duck's Fantasy Island,
which was great.
Very good story.
Shut up.
I love it.
I would have rather watched that than this.
Now here's there's so many. See, y'all end up making me feel weird that I watch old shows in syndication.
I just said I agree with you. I said I watched it too.
Okay. Look, I just didn't watch it, man. There's not a lot of shows I watch. But Chris,
did you watch Dukes of Hazzard?
Yes, I did. But Chris, everybody, welcome to Three Black Geeks. In 2020,
COVID year.
We all was like, hey D. So what was the worst Fantasy Island? What did Fantasy Island?
God, folks, this came out the same time. This actually came out a couple of weeks after Invisible Man.
I was getting ready to say, was this before or after Invisible?
Actually, I think this came out before Invisible. No, what came out before?
No,
because
Invisible Man had came out. No, it came out. No, hold on.
We went to the theater to see Invisible Man.
Yeah, I know y'all went to. I know y'all went to that.
COVID kicked off in March, so yep. Okay, so Fantasy Island came out a week before Invisible Man in February.
I thought so.
So Chris, hold on. So Chris, so you know what that means, right? Invisible Man was the apology movie.
It really was.
Yes, it was.
Because
and that's the main reason why I said it was the worst. Because I'm like, think about it. Blumhouse gets his dick sucked by dumbass critics like us all the time, and we act like they're and we act like they can't fuck up.
They've had.
And I told you, Chris, all the time. Players fuck up, niggas hit their toes, and guess what? Even a Mercedes breaks down. So that being said, nigga, hear me good. This is one of the worst movies I have ever seen, and yet it is fucking entertaining.
AD, listen, out of 100 porn stars, out of 100 porn stars, one's gonna have a bad pop shot day.
I'm just gonna tell you, I'm like, hey Chris, eventually Nick Saban loses a game. Like,
the same year in 2020, see, Sue said Invisible Man was the apology, and then they turned around and kicked me in the dick and gave me the Kraft legacy. So
This is the thing. The thing that's it was a thing that I always stressed that we didn't do, and it was a thing that we actually did. I always stressed to the guys, and I still do. Don't fall in love with any of these studios. Don't fall in love with any of these motherfuckers. Don't fall in love with any of these studios, these production houses, whatever. Please, let's not do that shit. And all of a sudden, in 2018, hey D, we saw guy. It wasn't huh?
It was the second.
It wasn't Purge. It wasn't Purge.
We
did an interview with Homeboy.
Upgrade.
Upgrade, yeah.
I love that movie.
And after that, we was like, oh man, Blumhouse killing it. Hey, nigga, Blumhouse made those horror movies back that was actually good. Yeah, they were good, right? Yeah. Blumhouse. Oh shit, get out. Yeah, these motherfuckers is good. They say, like I said, eventually, that new car you gonna have, the new car you got, it's gonna blow a head gasket.
Like I said, every studio,
you want to be on the side of the road. Like
I would say this: Blumhouse has a winning record, but yeah, like you said, they got some losses. And
not, like I said, we can't get you can't get hung up on any studio, anybody. Here's the thing:
A24 ain't perfect.
A24 ain't perfect. And let me put it to you, look,
when Blumhouse messes up, oh my God, they let you know that they messed up.
And that being said, also, even if you do fall in love with one of these studios, you want to have to be honest. Like, that's why I get mad at Disney fans that don't admit any of the shit is bad. You know them, those Disney fans.
Oh, you mean the ones that didn't want to admit that Dumbo live action was shit?
Oh, Chris, I hate all. You know me. I hate all the live action shit they did, and I saw motherfuckers get on Barack Obama's internet and did turn around and said, "Maleficent made sense." Shut up.
Maleficent was carried off of the back of Angelina Jolie's.
It's called white women trying to have a power fantasy. That Cruella DeVille, same shit. It's a white woman with a white woman's power fantasy. That's all it is.
No,
Harley Quinn,
first of all, Maleficent was clearly being airlifted by Angela Jolie's perfectly aged titties.
Yes.
I'm sorry. You liked them at one point?
Titties before they had
keeping it real.
The cancer.
The illusion. It's always been an illusion with her.
For me, it was.
Listen, for a reason, nigga.
D. Listen,
Billy Bob.
My range. Let me explain to you my range. My range for Angelique and my appreciation for them was from Hackers to Tomb Raider. Not even Cradle of Life, just first Tomb Raider.
See, first off,
that's it. That's all I needed.
You mentioned Tomb Raider. I remember fucking dumbasses on message boards was like, her titties ain't big enough, like fucking.
I remember.
I was like, go fuck yourself. Go fuck yourself.
Hold on.
I appreciate it every bit.
I remember that. And irony, I remember G4. I remember on G4 on Attack of the Show, they was like, come on, guys. You can't have it all the way you want. Yeah. Let's stop objectifying these women like that, guys. Yeah, all right. So, Olivia, what you got? Well, first off, guys, what I'm doing right now.
As you have hot dogs thrown in your face.
No bullshit. They had a whole segment talking about that shit. And a segment later, it was like whipped cream was all over Olivia's face or some bullshit. That's why I hated Eris and Chris has it on track. D has always hated G4. I have always hated that channel. So to see it go in flames twice is like.
But we're derailing. We're derailing from what we need to talk about. Blumhouse's Fantasy Island, a movie that had. Okay, I want people to understand this. D had watched it, and he prevented me from going to the screener. He did the Apu dive in front of the bullet. No. D saw the jank bootleg.
This is actually how it went. This is how it went. It wasn't the screener you was going to. You had a chance to go to member because y'all wanted to see if this one, man. He's like, yeah, I'm about to see Fantasy Island. I like it, Christopher. Let me hold you. Nah. Which is funny. When we reviewed the movie, actually we did it this year. We reviewed Invisible Woman, and I remember y'all telling me the famous lines. Watch it. Like, I remember that. So for Chris to go, yeah, D. So I'm thinking about going, hey, yo, Christopher. You see me? Don't. Don't. Like, yo, I would say that. I tried to download a bootleg, and the bootleg was like,
no.
You know the movie game.
No, what I loved about all this was I just saw the trailer. I saw one trailer for Fantasy Island, and I just said, "This looks stupid. I don't want to see it."
But here's the sick part.
You didn't even have to worry about me going. I was like,
"Oh, the worst movie of the year, D," because Blumhouse made it.
Here's the sick part.
That's why.
The beginning parts of the movie showed promise because I was like, "Okay, this is an interesting." Because the original Fantasy,
you can't fuck up going down the incline. Go ahead.
That's what I'm saying. The original Fantasy Island, the whole premise of it was people go to this island and they get a wish that they get a wish that they can live out, and they make the choice of whether they want to stick with that or they don't. And usually
come on, in the y'all episode, niggas been to y'all grandmama's house. Y'all saw that show.
And every episode, it always resulted in like, oh, I don't want this fantasy. I'm good. That's
By
it.
the way, I just love saying his name. Oh, go ahead.
First of all, I got to point out something. Chris, I know you said the premise sounded good on paper, which it does, but here's the problem. Much like movies that start out with narration, that's already a red flag. Movies that start out with screaming white girl running for help on an island there's no reason. It's like, no, you can't Tarantino this shit. You can't have a girl running through an island screaming bloody murder. I'm like, okay, why is she running? I'm already confused. I'm thinking it's a monster or something. No, it's not a monster. Oh, wow, it's goons in tack gear chasing after her. What did she do?
And then boom, cut to beginning, and I'm like, but the problem is that.
But here's the thing.
It squanders within like 15 minutes into the movie. It squanders all of it as soon as everybody starts going into their fantasy, and I'm like,
actually,
immediately.
It
wastes no time, which is the one thing I will give this movie. As bad as this movie is,
we get right to the proceedings.
It wastes no time.
But here's and you know what the best part about it is? It wastes no time. It gets to minute 44 and
exposition time.
Oh God! It is a solid 30 minutes of exposition. It's so you're gonna die. Thank you. A bullet hit. Somebody got shot. Thank you.
So here's the twist about Fantasy Island. It's not the show of old where it's happy fantasies. No, these are nightmare.
It's happy fantasies. With some complications.
Now,
it's actually worse than that. It's the Twisted Metal version of like a fantasy island because everything starts out happy and then it just goes completely terrible.
Here's the kicker,
Dark
folks.
Knight version of.
But here's the kicker, folks. The movie gives you two plot twists. One. All the stuff is happening because of a magic fountain. Okay, I figured it was some.
Suddenly we're in uncharted territory.
Yeah.
No pun intended.
Cool.
Fine. Second twist. Oh, all the characters have come together because one girl orchestrated this shit because, all the characters had something to do with her boyfriend dying in a fire in the building. And I'm like, whoa, movie.
Bruh.
Whoa.
A girl hold up. A girl that only went out on one date.
One date and thought she was the one, which I got to admit, you a dumb bitch. I'm sorry. You're dumb. You're dumb dude. All right. I get it. Yeah. Look, be sad that he died. I understand. I totally understand. He died. I get it.
No, Chris. I got
revenge though.
No,
revenge.
Chris, no, Chris. I gotta ask the question. I'm gonna ask the real question, and this is the same question that women love to ask men, but I'm gonna ask her.
I'm not hungry.
No. Damn it, no.
I don't know. It's number one. Is the number one question?
No. This question that women love to ask men, but I'm gonna ask her. No. Who hurt you?
Listen.
Who hurt you?
The man burned in the fire. That's God's plan at that point. Sorry.
You ain't lying. Look, at that point, Jesus don't want you to get laid. Right. Eventually, the Lord doesn't want you to have that happiness.
Hey, look, the sex could have been mid. All right.
And also,
listen, that was God. Listen, lady, that was God saving you from D-grade dick. Okay.
I'm just saying, bro. She
orchestrated these people to come
to
the island. It was like, what?
No, Chris, it went from Maggie Q. Like, wait a minute. I was just upstairs. I was trying to save his life. Wait a minute. Why am I even here?
I'm in someone else.
Too many characters were literally walking past the building when it was on fire. And I'm like, so they're just killed by association.
Yeah.
Like, what the fuck?
They're like, get downstairs. And the best part before that, homeboy was a cop. And I was like, get better. I know where we go with this.
Yo, suddenly, no,
for real. It is some straight Pepe Silva BS. It goes absolutely nowhere. We already been fired. Hold
up. I gotta ask y'all this question. Did y'all feel the same way I felt that the moment she ran outside, it's snowing, a homeboy's a cop, the building's on fire? I'm like, yo, did I suddenly take the DVD out and I'm watching Crash?
Nigga, what the hell, man? Is this heavy rain? What happened?
Folks, I want you to understand that plot twist with her orchestrating all that. It's the most like, what?
Okay,
Wait,
hold on. Let me give
I can understand Maggie Q because maybe you might blame her for not saving your boyfriend on time.
Hold on,
Like,
no,
but
stupid thing. That's so stupid.
Chris, that plot twist goes into the same realm of what the fuck plot twist as Topher Grace being the main antagonist in Predators. It's like there was no need for this, dude. Why?
At least in Predators, it's like at least in Predators, they were trying to. Rodriguez was trying to do the whole everybody can be a predator. Fine, he's a serial killer.
You're like, all right, Rob.
Fine,
you know what, Rob?
Killer.
You went that far.
Like,
at least you gave me crazy. Look, at least you gave me crazy. Lawrence Fishburne. Yeah,
fine.
Nigga.
Who?
Yeah, nigga.
Nothing.
The best actor goes out of the movie an hour 10, and we have to
Michael Rooker.
44 minutes without him.
I want people to understand Michael Rooker knows how to play a crazy conspiracy theory guy because he grabs old girl and was like, "Did you breathe in the smoke? That's how to get you.
That's how to get you. That's how to get you."
Can I say? Hold on,
Billy. He's playing his character from Walking Dead with two hands this time.
Well, no, he didn't play. He doesn't play.
No, not that guy. Not that guy. We get to him.
He doesn't play full Merle yet because this movie was like two black people. It was negative two black people away from him calling somebody a nigger. So
I don't know, man. There's a lot of ethnic people in there. He could have called Michael Pena a Spaniard or something.
Nah, it wouldn't work. It wouldn't work.
You had to be Spanish fella down there. Now that would have worked.
No, the person had to be black. It had to be. I hate for me to do that.
But I can't find a picture. All these pictures are dark. Thank you, movie.
Also, yeah, that's another thing. Movie. I have to turn the brightness up on my TV just to see shit happening.
It's 2020, bro.
I will say. I mean,
it is 2020. Stop that.
I will say. Did anybody else notice Michael Rooker rocking the "I'm trying to hold on to what little hip hop I got left" curl?
Michael Rooker, when he showed up, I told myself he wasn't supposed to be in this movie.
He wasn't supposed to be here.
He was out in the woods. What's going on there?
This man walked on set one day.
This motherfucker going through the woods just so happened trips over the filming of a movie.
Now here's the thing. So
Michael, goddamn it, I'm an actor. Put me in it. Well, Michael's here. Well, Mike, we have to pay you. Nah, I got my SAG card. I'm fine.
Michael Rooker plays a private investigator. He's one of the first people that came to the island, and basically it was essentially basically was promised by Rourke, who's played by Michael Pena, to see his daughter again, and he realized, hey man, my daughter came back, but something's off. Like, what's going on here? And his daughter tried to kill him, and he managed to escape and kind of disappear from the island and stuff.
He just lived off the land. He lived off the land.
I don't know how he didn't live off the land. That's a motherfucker who snuck in and took like Reese's Pieces and shit out of the little houses where nobody was looking. That was what he looked like he had a small camp outside. They knew he was there. So
if they knew he was there, then these are the worst guards on planet Earth. Because
it's one of those things where you ever see somebody try to do something top secret and they just staring there like, nah, let him go, man.
I don't think so, man. I really don't think
so. Here's the thing.
Because no one is supposed to leave the island, remember?
Uh-huh.
No one is supposed to leave.
No one is supposed to leave the island. Holy shit! Did we just turn into Tomb Raider? God damn it! This movie.
Look. First off, this
movie turned into Tomb Raider 2013. But
this whole movie is nothing more than a kid. This is straight up. This is an edgelord's version of Fantasy Island. Yeah. So they go to the fit, but you realize it's like everybody's fantasy. It's like guns. It's tits.
Dude, JD and Brax, their whole fantasy is to have a party mansion, but the twist of the horror of it is that it's owned by a Colombian drug lord.
So in other words, they asked for Fuckboy Weekend.
Yeah,
and
yeah.
Which I will admit, JD and Brax, these two are my favorite. They were
They're the best thing. They're the only thing in the movie. They're probably the only people in the movie. No, that's not true. That's not true. Maggie Q was the only person I didn't want to die in the movie. Everybody else.
Maggie Q was the one person you didn't want to die. But I swear, the moment these two first appeared on screen and they introduced themselves and they were like, "Yeah, we're brothers," I'm like, "Oh, you two are so dead."
Yeah.
So dead.
He's like, "Yeah, my dad ended up going up with his mom. It was a cool thing." Yeah, and here's me. Yes, because Hollywood would not accept the dad being Asian and the woman being white for that. We already know that's not a thing that's going to fucking happen.
We had a trade-off here.
I mean, look, it's already enough that Hollywood looks at black love like, ew, we need to make it an interracial.
I gotta tell you this, man. I really mean it, man. If you are black, Latino, or Asian, and you are in a movie, be prepared to be a stereotype no matter what. I'm talking about men. Just be prepared to be a stereotype all the way. And also be prepared for white boys to fuck your women. It's just going to happen. It's just a thing. It's like this. Hey, and look, I know you Spanish people. Well, man, I got the same color. No, shut the fuck up. It's a gringo. Don't do that. Don't do that.
So
that's a dude named Bradley. That's a dude named Bradley sleeping with a girl whose last name is Alonso. This is not good.
Can you really say that? Say the same thing for Maggie Q's fantasy. Her would-be husband is named Alan, I believe,
and he's a Negro.
I mean, perfect Bloomhouse Negro, bald head, bald head,
skinny,
chiseled jaw,
wants a family.
Wants a family.
Motherfucker said wants a family.
And hold up. Wait. And he has the pleasure of knowing the fact that he has been boning Maggie Q for God knows how long.
And I know what y'all saying, everybody. Hey D, but she's built like a laptop. The point is, though, Maggie Q is still bad as hell. She's still bad.
If Michael Keaton can fuck her and have fun with her, I think
we all can.
See, but hold on, Chris. See, we're getting two different years of Maggie Q mixed up here because freaking Fantasy Island Maggie Q versus Protege Maggie Q. Those are two different Maggie Qs.
There's two different Maggie Qs.
I said it's two different Maggie Qs.
It's two different. I don't even think that's the same woman.
Oh God,
that's fair. That's fair.
Bro, she shows up in that Ada Wong dress in that movie. I'm like, oh, bad as fuck.
Motherfucker said she should have been Ada Wong, but then again, that means that they're actually making a competent Resident Evil movie at that point.
Very true.
Well, you know what, Chris, you can't have your cake and eat it too, man. Come on now.
Well, this movie definitely looked at you in your face and said, "No, you're not having your cake and eating it too. Fuck you."
It did. Yo, why is it that she slept with her husband? Like she sleeps with her husband after she says yes, goes to sleep, wakes up, sees her freaking her lock screen photo with the two of them together, goes back to Mr. Rourke and says, "Okay, that's cute. That was funny. It's a really good Photoshop. I don't know how the hell you did it. I don't know how you managed to get into my phone and did that shit." What are you talking about? Please enjoy your fantasy while you still can. Like, wait, why is my husband there? What? He looks older. What's going on? Oh my God, who is that?
Oh my goodness.
She has
the most perfect Malaysian girl. Oh my God.
The most perfect Malaysian girl ever. She has a whole daughter.
Oh my goodness. And she got little Afro puffs. Oh my God. This is the fantasy that the white woman who wrote this movie.
I like how Maggie Q's character immediately was like, it went from, oh my God, we're getting married, and then she wakes up with the kid like, whoa.
Like this. She was like, we ain't fuck.
I mean, no, they did fuck. Indeed, they did fuck. It's just like, hold up, how the hell do I have a kid already? I didn't ask for this shit. I just wanted to fuck.
Listen, it's been 5 years. Over the span of one night's sleep, 5 years suddenly passes.
Easy there, Kemosabe. I didn't ask for a fucking kid. All right. That was her initial fantasy. Was she wanted a kid? It was my fantasy abortion.
Look at her face.
The look on her face was, bruh, I don't deserve any of
I
this.
let that nigga nut in me. I let him nut in me. Oh my god.
That girl.
I got a kid. Oh my god, it's the most beautiful girl in the world.
That is the look of a woman.
She was so confused. It was like, oh my god, that's sweet. Wait, I let that nigga.
I let him bust twice.
I mean, I know. I said yes, but I didn't say yes to this.
Yo,
I didn't consent.
The real fantasy island where you would have been waking up to your husband. And there's like 2 other women in the room. You're like, wait a minute, what is this? Well, this was your fantasy. Not to have other women there. You wanted your husband there. He's a whore.
No. That would have been. Hold on. That would have been no. Fantasy Island.
You didn't see me, but I lifted my legs up. I won't freeze in a minute.
No, but I think that would have been like the perfect, since everybody's fantasies was like literally bleeding into each other. Bro, when you said that he's a whore, that'd have been great because he would have got up, he would have left her, and he'd have went over to JD and Braxton's fantasy, and he would have smashed all the girls at the
This is how we do it. That looks like a nigga. That looks like a nigga that plays that song.
Look. Hold on, what? With JD?
Oh,
JD plays it?
No, I was talking about her husband.
No, Maggie Q's husband.
Oh yeah.
Look, like the real fantasy island version,
dude. If you really wanted to see how that baby got there, that ain't his jam. His jam is actually real close by next. Nasty ass nigga.
Nah, but here's the thing.
To be honest with you, radio stations. It is 10 o'clock in the morning. I don't want to hear about a nigga saying you're making it hard for me. It is too early for this bullshit. It's called decorum. And black people, I know that's the thing that's foreign to a lot of us. Hey, I lack with it sometimes, but nigga, I'm gonna need y'all to understand. Children got the radio on at that time.
Guys, can we talk about Melanie as she has the typical white girl? I want to fucking get revenge on my childhood bully until she hits the fan.
Oh my god, yeah.
It went into as soon as shit got real, because she thought it was gonna be like, oh, I'm just gonna scare her and spook her and that's it. And as soon as all of a sudden saws and all that stuff come out, it's like, whoa.
No. First of all, Chris,
I don't get that.
First of all, Chris, she thought it was a Tupac hologram. To which I'm still going.
She really did.
To which I'm over here going, wait a minute. When does this movie take place? Because I've heard that Tupac hologram thing get mentioned at least 4 times in this movie.
That was after that one Coachella where it went down. Remember with Dre M? It was like Dre M. They was up there, and all of a sudden, hologram Tupac came out, just did that, and everybody lost their mind.
Oh, he did the San Andreas arm way. No.
Eris. You thought I cared enough to even know what the fuck happened? I'm sorry. Look, you forgot who I am.
No, D.
I don't have a short attention span. I just don't give a shit.
D, first of all, we all know that damn hologram didn't, that wasn't a thing until like 2011. So I was like, why do they keep mentioning that hologram? This has clearly been over 10 years.
You know what, man? You know what? I think it's because the hologram was a reminder of Back to the Future 2 with, the Michael Jackson.
And white people really thought that was going to be the next big thing in entertainment. They really did.
It could be, but the technology isn't quite there to make it work.
The irony being that the last time they used that hologram thing was for Michael Jackson's "Slave to the Rhythm."
Dog, yeah. The fucking, the video 3D things that you see at the NFL games. Yeah. I saw somebody say it best, and it's fucking hilarious. Why can't we get this in a fucking Yu-Gi-Oh game in real life instead of using it for the NFL? And I was like, points were made with that.
Points were made.
Have y'all seen the Weather Channel? Have y'all seen how unhinged the Weather Channel is with their effects? Nigga, I agree. Why have we not got real life Yu-Gi-Oh yet at this point? We have the technology for it.
We could have.
This comes from actually the real talk. We are this close from having holodeck technology, at least the first version of it. So
Dude, Pokemon Go came close to it, even though it was on a phone. But it's like we could have had this out in real life. I'm walking around. Oh shit, hologram Pikachu.
I'm sorry, gentlemen. I don't mean to derail, but I'm 20 steps ahead of y'all. With this technology, I want real life Gundam Build Fighters.
I'm just saying.
We should have it. Just mini.
I'm just saying.
We build our shit. We build our shit. We take it to the lab. Take it to the ring. Let's go.
Get Elon Musk to pretend that he can do Minervsky particles, and then we're good to go. It's great.
No errors. No in the real life. It'll just skid us, and we want to get our Gundam fantasy. We'll get Zatch Bell, but we won't get Gundam.
You know what we're gonna get.
Let's not walk around with at least you get to walk around with it and you call it. It's like Pokemon, just stupid.
You know what disappointment is? Disappointment is watching. What was the name of that fucking show with people that build their robots and they have to fight it out and shit?
Oh, Robot Wars.
Oh yeah, the Robot Wars. Then
the thing on comedy, but they had to build it and stuff like that.
Yeah, Robot Wars.
Yeah, disappointment and like I'm thinking. Now I'm not saying they have to be mechs, but it was just like that's it.
It's just
they're on 4 wheels.
Yeah, 4 wheels, and I'm like
4 wheels with like chop or a crane and shit.
Steve right here, we got it. And it has 2 buzzsaws, and it does absolutely nothing in the fight. It's getting its ass kicked by a robot in a bucket that just has a fist like this. Coming out of it.
The range is absolute shit.
That's what happens when you have an imagination that goes like 15 steps ahead and the show is like 20 steps behind you, and you're like, all right.
They was close to actually putting motherfucking sponsorships on those robots. I knew they were.
Dude,
Coca-Cola.
I'll be mad if I saw a Heineken tag on.
Robot Wars, sponsored by Pet Boys.
But no, let's think about this, y'all.
Miller, the official beer of Robot Wars.
No, but I did want to mention this thing to you guys. The part where going back to the movie, JD and Brax, these two have the mansion party. When they discovered the panic room, and then behind the panic room was the gun room. At first when I saw them leave that room and they went in and changed to identical suits and shit, I was like, oh shit, we got Scarface suits going on. I was like, please tell me there's gonna be a gunfight that takes place and these guys are gonna like reenact their Scarface fantasy. But no, I was met with disappointment. Instead,
both of those jets there, buddy.
I know.
Ambition. This movie has
no. I know, and that was me. God, that was me trying to give this movie a better idea, and I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Listen, I apologize for overstepping my bounds. I'm sorry.
Errors. But here's the thing. You're right to think that because this movie had several times to turn itself around to make a decent movie. And they just choose, let's make it more chaotic.
No,
like for no reason.
Hold on. And considering that this is really tragic. Considering that everybody's fantasies was a better movie than the movie itself.
I mean, JD's in there was like nightmare fantasy, like, shit, we got a drug lord's mansion. All right, I guess we got Home Alone.
Bro, when Brax took out the shotgun and shot homeboy through the door and said, "This isn't your fantasy, asshole." I'm like, "Oh shit's about to get live."
And then they come back as zombies.
No, it wasn't even the zombie, but it was just, he really did fall for the okie doke of one gun inside of a closet ain't gonna be the only thing to save you. And I'm like, wait, really? Yeah. Okay, all right. But then when he comes out with the grenade, I'm like, oh, he pulled the Joker. All right. Again, movie. Thank you for reminding me of better movies, even though you have 5 different fantasies happening that are a better movie than the movie itself.
But but when that grenade came out in the first act, he said, hey, bro, remember, man, you got to pull. Man, I hope it doesn't come to a climactic conclusion with a grenade or something. That would be dumb because the movie just telegraphed what's going to happen later. Everything was going to happen later with this movie. Yeah. And like even with
everything was foreshadowing.
Even with homegirl running through through the woods, and she called her phone like, I've been kidnapped. I don't know what. Fantasy Island. Here's me. So the fantasies is not what it all cracked up to be. Thank you for giving away the whole plot. There's no mystery to this now. You just gave it away. So the next time we see her, that's the girl that been taken away. But they don't think that, because you know what happened? They're actually thinking about like what the other plots is and how they all come together and all the rest of that shit. So what you're really dealing with is some high level autism bullshit. Nigga, I told you this movie just keeps breaking my mind, and I
D, I really hate thinking about it and putting this movie in the same category, but I'm gonna say it. Blumhouse, I'm ashamed of you. You guys literally took the third act from Uncharted 3 and made it your plot point. The water being drugged.
Oh God! So
it turned. Oh, come on! You got black freaking water zombies coming back and trying to kill everybody. I was like, dude, this is Nathan Drake's hallucination from Uncharted 3.
Oh God! This is Metal Gear Survive. Everybody run!
That horrible ass game.
That's why I said this movie really did borrow its plot from a video game and went the completely wrong way about it.
I mean, and it like, look, okay, so, and I know what anybody's saying. Well, they tried to do. No, what they had, it was a lot of ideas that didn't get fleshed out all the way through. Yeah, like especially like I said, all of everybody came together. First off, how did everybody get there? Was it through like a travel agency?
It might have been. I mean, the old girl that set the revenge.
Did they get invited?
They got invited because she set the whole thing up.
Yeah,
and she sent the invites out to those folks.
And come on, what young girl, what young city girl would not turn down getting flued out to an island?
Well,
in 2020.
Here's some foreshadowing for y'all. The girl we're talking about is Lucy Hale in the movie. Lucy Hale's real name is Karen. There you go. Keep going.
No, but I'm just saying. And what makes you think that she would turn?
No, I'm dead serious. Lucy Hale's real name is Karen.
Right.
She just changed it.
And I'm just saying, what makes you think that a city girl in 2020 would turn down getting flued out?
I'm a guy for sure. Until he got a manicure, I'm going out there.
especially after she sat through one phone call with Kevin Samuels and she did it just to prove a point.
I'm just
my man said Kevin Samuels. Holy shit.
Yeah, think about it, man. See, all these bitches stupid, they getting flown out there. This is like, imagine.
I bet you
fresh and fit, getting flown out to Fantasy Island. I would love to see certain people's fantasies, like real no bullshit.
I want
to see Umar Johnson's one. I want to see Umar because I know in Umar's fantasy he is fucking the shit out of Marilyn Monroe.
No, first of all, D. First of all, Umar's fantasy is he actually completes the school. Anyway, no,
you ain't shit.
Eris.
Hold on. I gotta sip. I gotta sip this tea.
Over your hand, nigga. I got some Tic Tacs, nigga. I got some Tic Tacs.
His fantasy is the school's complete, but the nightmare is it's full of white kids.
Oh, I'm going to say that. Wait a minute, white kids. Like white kids, sir, we don't like to be called white. We're all one race. Oh my God, what?
No,
also, we're Jewish. Oh my God, what?
Oh, and one more, D. Also, we don't see color. No, literally. No, D. Literally, we don't see color.
No. Oh my God. Look. Like,
we can't see color.
No. Over like this. It's just a fan. It's not real. He looks to the side. He see a line of black men kissing white women.
All at the mansion party.
It's a wrap.
Oh Lord. He looks up in the sky as Malcolm X. Brother Malcolm. I don't know you, nigga. No!
Now, you know what was funny? Seeing the Michael Rooker play the role of I'm going to help you defeat this zombie surgeon by jumping over by tackling him off a cliff and dying with him.
I wish we could have got more of him.
He should have survived the whole movie, but it felt like they had to throw that shit in there just to make him like the person that saves the day.
And shout out to Blumhouse for using practical effects by throwing a clear ass dummy.
Turn into fucking Black Dynamite and just threw it into a fucking dummy.
You ever see the dummy on Fresh Prince of Bel-Air have a delay with the sound effect with Jazz going, ah!
I'm sorry, what is that? Why is everything green?
That was the thing that was getting to me. And you know what I found out, Eris? You know what I found out? And I noticed it watching this time. This movie has terrible green screen.
Oh,
this
horrible.
movie has terrible green screen.
Terrible green screen and terrible VFX.
Dog, remember when she bust into that little thing, right? When she threw the chair, there's a back shot of her, and I was looking at her like, is she standing in front of a green screen?
Yes, she is.
Oh my God, Blumhouse spent no money on this. Oh my God.
D, I think the worst effect, though, the very worst effect of the entire movie was when Mr. Rourke decided, I have to do what's right. When he took that wedding ring off and put it in the palm of her hand, and we watched that thing dissolve, I said, bro, what version of 3D Studio Max were they working with?
It's like, trust me.
The only thing that was missing was Michael Rooker about to say something. You see like a pair of animated lips going, I have to go now. That was the only thing that was missing.
Wait. Hold on, D. Hold on. My plan needs me. Cut back to this, right? It's the budget is completely cut. So all we're seeing is like frame, like every 6 frames of him going off the cliff.
I'm sorry, like if you told
literally think about it, Chris. The best actor in the movie said, I'm gonna go head first over that cliff. Think about that. Think about that.
This man gonna tackle freaking RC Cola Torres Mendez off a damn cliff.
I was gonna say, and I hate myself for this, off-brand Sir Isaac Yankem.
Off-brand Sir You know what? You're right.
I hate myself for making that joke. Look at Kane's brother, Cole.
Cole. You know what would have been perfect? If Alan, see to match the green screen, the green suit effect of him falling off the cliff. You know what? This movie should just turn to the Matrix, and all the characters all of a sudden stand in front of Michael Pena, and it starts glitching, and everything just turns into a green screen. Like, surprise! You were actually in the escape room the whole time.
See, your fantasy is not here. All of you have died 5 years ago. Yes, all of you have died in that fire.
With the lost plot again? We're doing that bullshit again?
The lost plot.
Yeah, the lost plot. Like, wait. Yes, we like Maggie Q would have said that. That's lost. No, it isn't. No, this is original, you see. It's your fantasies. And instead of lost, where they was just on an island getting sweaty. Shut the fuck up, man. Look, you on the island.
Hold on, D. No, wait, D. I got you. See, this thing is going to go by Robert Kirkman rules of The Walking Dead, where Lost doesn't exist, so they don't refer to the Lost. Just like in The Walking Dead, they don't call the walkers zombies because zombies don't exist in that world.
Yeah, they don't. Yeah, I get you. It's
yourself.
like that.
First off, I still to this day say, hey, show, go fuck yourself. Zombies do exist.
Whoa!
All right. Okay.
My man's fantasy was to be with his dad, and they got
I gotta say,
Mike
put him
in fucking Vietnam.
I gotta say, shout out to my nigga Mike Vogel, who is playing Eric Bana, who is playing Solid Snake. No, shout out to you, Mike. I love you, bro.
No. D, first of all, that is Sam's Club Cobra.
Oh, man, Cobra, no, that not Snake, Cobra.
Sam's Club Cobra.
Because I was actually going to say Venom Snake.
You're giving them too much prestige. All right, that is Walmart brand.
Right. That's good old Kirkland brand right there, baby.
Kirkland brand.
No, nigga, that's BJ's.
BJ's brand.
You are Safeway Select
Solid Snake.
Safeway Select Solid Snake. Wish Solid Snake.
Wish. AliExpress Solid Snake.
Now you just mean, sir.
Hey, oh my God.
My man's fantasy was to spend time with his dad, and they said, nah, nigga, you gonna fucking get Vietnam shit.
Real quick. It hurts. So, did they have like a model kit at a Don Quixote and like somebody just
instead of it being Michael Bean, it's this guy.
Hey man, this snake looks off model.
First of all, I would not put that disrespect on Don Quixote. They actually have legit stuff there.
I'm sorry, I see this nigga's face. Words that kill. And you speak to me.
I gotta be honest with you. This is the Solid Snake that you get when you're buying toys at CVS.
I was gonna say, no. I was gonna say you find that toy section in the corner of Burlington Coat Factory that you never thought existed.
Shut the fuck up. Hideo Kojima said, "This is the bad ending of Snake."
The bad ending.
Poor Snake, abandoned by his country.
Hold on, I got a point. No, there's something else I wanted to point out from that whole fantasy. Which, by the way, again. Better plot point, better story. That I wish it could have been fleshed out more. Than the
Why did they throw him in Rambo? They threw his ass in Rambo.
They did. But hold on, Chris. It's to me, it's even better. First of all, Blumhouse, you ain't shit. You know damn well that you could have gave us a better sidekicks than the 2 sidekick movies that came out back in the day.
You could have. You had a chance.
You had greatness in the palm of your hand, and you know what you did? You dropped the ball.
You know what you did, Blumhouse? All you did was make these realize, oh, these motherfuckers only had one location to shoot at. Oh, all right, cool. because here's the thing. I have no problem with the plots converging stupidly. But what kills it for me is that we're going to go over there, we're going to the drug lord's house, and you see the pool and all the rest of that. It's like, oh, for the love of God. You couldn't make it like, they see an 80s version of that shit, and they're going into it, and they finally shoot. So like, wait a minute. This is the real life. You couldn't even go that far. You couldn't even put up that illusion.
This is also my other problem, guys. They step through the door to embrace their fantasy, to experience their fantasy. How come when they step back through the door, like when they step out of the door, the fantasy is still happening?
I mean, all the fantasies converged on one was kind
so
of
there, but no. Now, let me tell you something. What? I said, what was your fantasy? Oh, the fantasy's good. The fantasy's good.
Dog, how does the drug lord fantasy intertwine with fucking Walmart Audi brand Solid Snakes fantasy, which splurred into fucking zombie surgeon splurging in, and then Maggie Q's family? I'm surprised didn't get spliced into the mix where the little girl gets her head blown off by one of the drug lords.
You know what, Blumhouse, you had a chance. We could have had a fused version of the dad and the little girl two-headed. You can never have us. You didn't even do that.
I'm a cure shit right there.
First of all, I'm mad that my man got put in the freaking jungle with Iron Cog Cobra.
Reticulated garden snake.
No, I said iron. I said iron cog instead of Metal Gear. It's iron.
I know what you meant. Yo, I was over here. Look, I was about to have the nerve to put an eye patch on him, but I was like, no, Kirkland brand snake. You don't get this.
You put the eye patch on him. No, D, you put the eye patch on him, but you put it on the wrong eye.
No. You don't even do that.
Put it upside down.
No, you don't even do that. You don't give him an eye patch at all. God, this is Jimmy, not Jack.
Oh my God, this is the.
I'm sorry, he was one of the best. He was one of the best fantasies in this movie.
Really,
dude wanted to see his dad. He just wanted to see him one last time or whatever. My man got sent 26 years in the past. Like again, I got. I'm sorry, this was the best fantasy to me.
Eris, I'm gonna ruin it for you. You're nothing more than an embarrassment from the 1970s. Goodbye.
I got a question. Hold on.
Poverty snake. Thank you, Duke.
Yeah, poverty snake. I caught that. No, I got it. No, this. Okay.
Shout out to our boy Duke. Duke, I am so sorry that we're not going to have a franchise for you to run wild in. Sorry. Anyway,
now,
I might call it because I might have us do Volcano this year. So was it Dante's Peak? Was it Dante's? I think it was Dante's Peak. Whatever.
Now think about this, y'all. Dude gets sent to the past just to see his father, and I wanted to know when he refused. Stop it, dude. What I wanted to know was when he decides to change the course of history because it's his fantasy. How come when he still holds up that picture, I'm like, bro, how come you ain't fading away yet?
That was my problem. You got a picture of this man. It's my dad. Were you trying to tell me you're my son? God, you're built like a pussy. What happened? No, oh my God, I died, did I?
I'm sorry, and I refuse to believe that this man nicknamed his son after Muhammad Ali.
Actually, thank you.
I refuse to believe that.
Thank you. So was that supposed to be a black dude going back to see his dad? Because that's what I feel like it was. And some white person at Blumhouse is like, we already got 2 niggas in here. We good. You don't have to.
We got too many.
We got too many. I'm sorry, sir. Did you just call that little girl a nigger? Yes, I did.
She's blazing so
don't get mad walking to Hollywood, y'all. Don't get mad at me.
I think you know what was crazy about this is that like we found out that Michael Pena had went along with this plan because everybody doing their fantasy keeps his fantasy of his wife being alive intact.
Wait.
Even though she's suffering
badly. It's like
very badly.
It's like I'm dying.
Bro, okay, hold up. This is on some Hancock shit where every time that they get together, it's disastrous. So he has to keep her separated.
Mm-hmm. And if he keeps but remember, if he's not
weak, the closer they are.
I'm sorry, are they Minos and Monos? Like, what the hell?
That's what I said. That's what I said. D. That's what I said. This shit was like Hancock. The closer the 2 of them were together, the weaker they got.
Shit is just like ridiculous, man.
You need to tell me. Hold up. Then his wife is the reason why Maggie Q figures all this shit out. Oh, no, I knew this shit was going to happen, y'all. Think about it. Not only do we got Maggie Q that knows this shit, now Julia is talking to everybody else. Julia is connected to the island, and if she dies, if she dies, wouldn't all the fantasies dies at
No, D, no, this is the best part. Like Jumanji, you let her die, the game's over. Everything goes away.
Yeah. Why?
Apparently, but hold on. Apparently, that wasn't enough because thanks to plot twist,
shit! I forgot my old twist, baby.
Thanks to the plot,
That's enough of Charlie. That's enough of Charlie.
No, but thanks to the plot twist, we still got to go back to Uncharted 1 through 3 and destroy the gym.
Who knew? Who knew the plague they let out in Uncharted 1?
I'm just, you know what?
Keeping them all out.
I'm so mad that Patrick protected himself with that grenade. I'm like, you didn't have to do that, dog. You should have just let that fucking damn spring water fucking just get blown up and stuff, and then keep
Bro, he leaped on it.
That was a good question. No, think about it, y'all.
Wait,
why?
He leaped on it because his father did it, and again, he wants to make his father proud by going out like a hero.
Yeah. So
what he did, D, he decided, fuck it, I don't have on eyeglasses, but damn it, you're gonna call me Whitehurst, and he. If only a 2 foot tall murdering a serial killing doll was the one to throw it. Instead of a blonde hair girl who only went out on one date and came up with the greatest long game play. Long game.
But Eris,
yes.
think about this shit. Mm-hmm. You mean to tell me why didn't he let it just get blown up again?
Because apparently when he was a cop and he ran into some radical weaponry on Y Girl 7, things were looking grim, and then he thought about what his father did. So that's why he jumped on the grenade. His father was an average soldier, but he was definitely a gifted scientist.
That's an average soldier. God damn.
All right, y'all.
Who else but him would have thought of saving everybody by just throwing himself on a grenade? Never mind. No, Chris. Never mind using your helmet to cover the grenade.
Do y'all know the thing that gets me about that? Y'all know when Hoteps be telling y'all bullshit with a sliver of truth, and people are like, well, yeah, we got to make the black community come together. That's what that was. Well, that was his fantasy. He always wanted to die a hero.
Let me tell you something. All right, I got the shades on for this. All right, you gotta blow your fucking mind on this shit. All right. Why is the fantasy island purified now? What makes it purified now after the grenade? Did the grenade just purify it all of a sudden?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Did he let his wife? No, because it switched over.
It didn't switch over.
So what you're telling me is that the grenade and the revenge of the girl being drowned purify the island now?
Because remember, it was her fantasy. Homegirl was the last one to drink the water. She's the last one to drink the water, and her fantasy was to have Revenge Girl's fantasy come true.
So it made the island bad.
No, it didn't make the island bad. It just everything went into full hard reset.
Thank God for white people.
And then it turned into then the end of the movie turns into OG Fantasy Island where it's magical and fun and whimsical.
It did. And
now movie. The restraint you showed, I will give you that. That's the only thing D is going to do.
It should have went off rails. You already went off rails.
Shut up, Eric Chris. It showed restraint because you waited until the very last minute of the movie. Tattoo.
Bro, first of all, it was already mentioned that he said he got a tattoo.
Yeah, JD gave him the nickname.
Like they mentioned early in the movie, dude had a tattoo. He said, I can't wait to get this thing lasered off. I'm sitting back here going, Blumhouse, I hope you didn't do it. I really hope you didn't do it. I went through an hour and 49 minutes only for it to hit me in the face in the end. And I said, Michael, Senor Pena, please.
Senor Pena.
Do not do it. I know the gimme is right there. Do not do it.
My nigga says Senor Pena.
Senor Pena.
I'm serious.
Not quite racist, but
I'm just saying. Don't do it. What are you doing? Welcome to Fantasy Island. Tattoo.
And here's the thing: JD got capped and he died from the drug lord fight out. So Brax ends up wishing him back, and the thing was he had to stay Brax had to stay on the island in order for JD to be alive. To which I'm like, okay. So Brax is gonna be on Fantasy Island for life, whatever. So if JD grows old and dies, does that mean Brax can leave the island guilt free now?
Also,
no, he can't. Actually, he can't. That's the
okay. So you remember all those models y'all was fucking?
Yeah.
So they were fake.
Well, no STDs.
Oh man.
Well, Brax didn't fuck nobody. No, but Jackson fuck nobody. JD didn't fuck nobody.
JD. Listen.
Oh, remember he cried. Remember
I know he did. But
to a fantasy woman. What? Wait, now I'm confused. So yeah, they didn't exist.
D. I understand. I understand your passion, sir. I really do trust and believe, but you have to have vision.
Vision. I love black people.
You have to see it from his perspective. My man tried to tell his little brother that I smashed, honestly, the hottest girl in that fantasy pool of models.
I hear that.
And when she came over and just smacked him with the reality of, yeah, he did it all right. This motherfucker cried twice. Talking about his girl was his moon and his stars. And I was like, aw.
And think about it. Think about it. The girl of your fantasy is exposing you.
Or hold up, D. Or JD is like our boy Don John. He smashes Scarlett Johansson. This is probably the closest thing he can get to that in this movie, given how this movie didn't have clearly the budget that it should have.
And because of the fantasy, after he got up, he went right to the piano. It was love at first sight. I knew. When she dropped the bomb on me.
Oh, but
hold on, Eris. He said she wanted to stay with her family, stay with her husband and wife and kids. And this nigga had the nerve to go, but what about me? And I wish I never. Hey, Carl, get away from that married woman.
Were you like
married? Get out of her business.
Were you guys like everybody else when he said, "Man, when we get off this island, I'm gonna tell my girlfriend that she's my moon and my stars."
He might as well said 2 days to retirement out loud.
No.
Bro, 2 days to retirement.
Not 2 days to retirement, D. It's when we get off this island, like I'm leaving the revolution.
Yeah. Me and Betty gonna go out there. Look, we got fun. Some kids. Yeah, you did.
Can I point out that my brain
know what I mean?
my brain by the end of the movie, when I finally saw it, because after D told me I could watch it, and I was gonna watch it on bootleg, but because of how fucking dark some of the scenes were, I was like, I'm waiting for the HD of this. And then like 2 months later, the HD of it came out. My brain by the end of it.
No. That was my brain. Because remember how we described Maggie Q and her debacle? That took them 15 minutes to explain.
My guy, when Maggie Q ran into the burning building, she said, Nick, hold on. First of all, Nick, them lines you delivered was very poorly delivered, okay?
No bullshit.
Help, please.
Look. When Maggie fell on the ground when she passed out, me. Bum, 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 bum. You know what? Y'all not worth a Metal Gear.
Nick!
First of all, she wasn't even worthy of me saying you created the time paradox.
I'll tell you, you know what's sick to me? We talk about Blumhouse movies. You know why Blumhouse is so successful, like monetarily, is because their movies are made on like a shoestring budget. This movie was made for $7 million and grossed fucking $27 million in the United States and $22 million internationally.
Okay,
$50 million worldwide.
$7 million budget. I guarantee you through.
So it made its money back.
2/3 of that movie went straight to Michael Rooker.
maybe Michael Pena, because he was getting that Marvel.
Oh yeah,
money.
he was getting that Marvel money. But no, wait, so was Michael Rooker, Guardians.
Oh yeah, Guardians. Yeah, you're right. Keep forgetting.
You got two. Hold on, you got 2 Marvel stars. 2 Marvel stars.
Hey, you know what? But you know what, sir? You know what movie beat it out that weekend that me and you saw and we loved? Sonic the fucking Hedgehog.
Oh,
as it should have.
As it should. Hold on, Chris. You gotta remember, Sonic was I think if memory serves me correct, wasn't Sonic the last movie to be shown in theaters in 2020?
No, because you remember it was actually
I'm talking about with the public. It was like
that's what I'm saying. No, that's what I'm saying. It was Invisible Man, The Hunt, and it was one more, and that was it before the pandemic hit right there at the beginning of March.
You're right. And Sonic just came through and just bulldozed everything.
The 2 movies that beat out Fantasy Island that opening weekend was The Photograph, the Issa Rae movie, and Sonic was number 1, and then you got The Photograph, and then Birds of Prey, obviously.
Oh God,
yeah, I forgot Birds of Prey came out around that time too.
I'm gonna say, didn't they like put it back in theaters?
No, Birds of Prey had came out like back in January that year, because remember it came out like mid-January.
No, well, actually, no.
No, it came out beginning of February.
It came out February.
More like Birds of Mid.
Birds of Mid.
No, seriously. I rewatched it not too long ago.
It's okay.
It's mid.
Pretty to look at.
It ain't bad. It's just
pretty to look at. Special effects were crazy, but
yeah, that's the one thing I do highly praise. I love the special effects and all that. That shit very vibrant. I like shit like that, man.
I'm just laughing
because you didn't like Scott Pilgrim because Scott Pilgrim was a pussy.
But he beats 7 evil X's.
Apparently, the general public was like, "Fuck you, Michael Cera. We hate you."
Hey, look,
he was the perfect Scott Pilgrim, though.
I do not hate Michael Cera. I actually really do like him.
No, I love it. I think you know what it is. You know what it is with Scott Pilgrim, and maybe we might do 3BG. Maybe I don't know. But
look, I'm mean to it, so we probably will.
It was like the same thing with Speed Racer, where when you go too anime with your shit, the general public's like, "Whoa, there, buddy, it's a little too anime for me. Don't do that shit."
That movie was a millennial's wet dream.
No,
that's what that movie was.
That's the funny bit. See, Chris, your movie is Speed Racer, mine is Scott Pilgrim.
Both of us went to both of those movies and it was empty as shit. I'm mad.
Yes, it was.
Scott Pilgrim more than Speed Racer. Speed Racer at least had some people in the theater. Scott Pilgrim was like, holy shit, there's only 15 people in this goddamn theater? Shit.
And that was the funniest part, is that we both went to each other's movies.
Speed Racer at least had parents and kids, and it wasn't filled up, but it was enough for people was laughing at the jokes and stuff. Scott Pilgrim was like,
it was scattered.
Scott Pilgrim got disrespected by the black community so bad.
Well, you remember,
the only black people that like it, trust me, were in high school the same time we were. They were the only ones that liked it.
Let me tell you something. That era of Twitter when Scott Pilgrim came out, it was very much on the early goings of how come there ain't no black people in Scott Pilgrim. And I'm like, whoa.
Boy, I remember that.
I'm like, whoa there, guys.
They bitched about that early.
You do know it had that movie had been successful, had you just went and watched the damn movie, we could have got a sequel and we could have got some black people.
Shout out to G.
Hold on, I'm getting clear my heart.
The potatoes would get me.
The glasses.
The
VeggieTales. He's very VeggieTales.
He know that's how he looks, man. So yeah, shout out to GG. Was one of our favorite episodes was on his show, League of Extraordinary Assholes. To this day, it's still one of our favorite episodes. It was it was like 2:00 in the morning we was recording. It was awesome. I loved it. Anyway,
I'm mad I didn't join it. I saw you and Eris was on that shit, and I was like, God damn it, how did I not join it on this?
No, you were on that too.
Did I pop up on? Yeah, I did pop up on that one.
Chris, you were. All of us were on because I was the one that invoked I missed.
No, you know what it was?
I invoked the Terrence Howard as the voice of God.
No. I missed the Terrence Howard one. I came on the one after that, and I was mad. That's what it was. I came after the Terrence Howard one. I was like, how did I miss the Terrence Howard one?
Terrence Howard one. I came in at the tail end of it. No, I came in like no. It was the Terrence Howard one. No, I was in that one. Actually, no, I was in that one. No.
Yeah, you were in Terrence. You and Eris was in the Terrence Howard one for sure. I know that for that.
Boy,
that's where I swear, like that day that I made, like the day that I brought that up, everybody in league was laughing their asses off.
Boy, man, early 3BG shit. I love it.
Like, yo, but Fantasy Island, it's like it made me kind of think about like when we think about old shows that got movies, right? So you got Fantasy Island. I mentioned Dukes of Hazzard. That was actually a pretty fun movie and stuff. It hit to that.
Starsky and Hutch.
Starsky and Hutch.
I think Starsky and Hutch and probably 18 were the only ones that fared decently in the movie theaters. The other ones, they got beat up.
Because I can't think of any sort of like old TV show you could do it. Nobody gonna go see a MASH fucking movie. Nobody.
Hold on, MASH had a movie though. MASH had a movie.
I'm talking about updated movie like.
Of course, an updated movie. Like hold on, Chris. You know what they would go see, and you gotta like. It would have to be Blumhouse. Blumhouse would have to do this. They would have to take a horror spin on it. Give me Perry Mason.
No, HBO owns that.
Yeah, HBO owns that.
Even if HBO owns it, hey, sit down.
No, fuck it. Both of y'all like Christine, right? Blumhouse presents Knight Rider.
Yeah, I'm down with that.
No.
Get John Carpenter. Get John Carpenter.
No.
Get John Carpenter in on it. Get John Carpenter in on it.
This is the problem.
Knight Rider meets Christine.
This is the problem.
What's the problem?
You can't take something like a TV show and then tell an edgelord to write it.
Okay, fair. That's fair.
That is a clear thing because
that was the problem with Fantasy Island. You're right. I didn't think about the edgelord aspect of it.
It's like, think about this, dog. Like, there were so many opportunities. Like, these are good ideas, these decent ideas. But when you really sit and digging through, like, how are you going to end the movie? And it's like, well, that's what it felt like.
I'm still gonna ask that question. What does the edgelord version of Perry Mason look like?
You know what?
HBO one where they killed like a whole bunch of hookers.
Hey guys. I just answered my own question about the director of this movie that also wrote this movie. He wrote Kick-Ass 2. I kind of sort of hated Kick-Ass 2.
I was not a fan. I was not the biggest fan of the second one. The first one had a charm. It was classic.
Second one was edgelord.
Second one was definitely getting its edgelord rocks off.
Wasn't quite as bad as the Kick-Ass 2 comic, but
yeah. But as a movie, it makes you as a movie, it makes you wonder. Oh God! Now I understand why this movie did not get a third.
But here's the funny thing: he did a movie that me and Dee were talking about. Fucking Never Back Down. That was a ridiculous ass fucking movie.
I did not like that movie.
Michael John White said, "You know what? I'm taking over these next two movies in the franchise, so it's my franchise now." It's like, all right, that's cool, Michael John White. I love you. You're great. I love it. So I don't know. It's yeah. I'm surprised they haven't done a TV show again. Fantasy.
Wait, hey Chris, hold up. See, I'm trying to think of old shows and just go nuts with it. I don't care if it's Blumhouse. I don't care if it's whoever studio decides to do it. Cagney and Lacey.
Ooh, Beretta.
TJ
Hooker.
TJ Hooker. Oh, hold up. Very short-lived. Christy Love.
Oh, this director did that Marlon Wayans Netflix movie that he did, Curse of Bridge Hollow. That's actually a decent movie. Decent movie. I thought that was when I heard about it, I thought that was them doing the remake of the Haunted Mansion. No, the Haunted Mansion, whatever that was. Haunted Mansion shit. But it turns out I watched the movie. I was like, it's not bad. It's a decent little family flick.
I just got one good question to all those people. Y'all know who y'all are. Why y'all keeping Marlon Wayans alive? Like, no, I'm not saying that y'all shouldn't be a fan of him, but he was like Chris Tucker. Tell me a comedy thing that he did that wasn't written.
It's not the comedy. Marlon earned a lot of respect for Aretha.
Yeah,
I guess.
Yeah,
I guess.
I mean, Look.
I'm a hater. No, bro, I'm a hater on Marlon. So I guess.
No, dude, trust me. As much as I love that first G.I. Joe movie, I think a lot of us, including William, we were talking about it when that first movie came out. I was like, so why is Marlon in this movie again?
Marlon, look.
I asked that same question when I see Requiem of a Dream. Like, Marlon, what are you doing here? Keith David, I can no. Keith David, hold up. Keith David, I completely understand, but Marlon, what's going on here?
Hold
up. Out of everybody in the Williams family, who lost the bet?
That's
what I'm saying. If you ever track Marlon's career, he always wanted to be the best one that's like the thespian and do everything differently and all. Being the baby of the family, you kind of have that advantage, and at the same time, you're going to have that kind of outlook on life. So, of course, he was going to be extra with all the fucking mediocre shit he does.
While Sean is
whatever.
Sean is just I'm not mad. Hey, Sean is like, hey, I'm just going to keep doing stand-up comedy, and you have fun with that.
Man, Sean does that.
Yeah,
Sean does stand up.
Yeah, he does stand up. He does stand up. It's not bad, actually.
All right, I didn't know that. Didn't know that. Yeah.
Yeah, that's why that's why you don't see Shawn Wayans in no movies. Sean is
I thought Sean was like Kim. I'm done. I thought it was like that. I thought it was like that.
After Sean, we were lucky to see Shawn Wayans in fucking Dance Flick as the fucking baby daddy and that shit. And he was fucking hilarious in that movie too. He was
the best thing in the whole movie.
He was
absolutely the best thing in that movie.
He had to see my kid.
Yeah, man. I was talking. I was thinking to myself, little short need to see me more. Oh my God, you gonna stay with us? Nah, I'm gonna give you a picture. Deal with it. Bye. See you later, little man.
Dude, when he picked up the baby, all right, I see him next week.
Keenan Ivory Wayans as fake Steve Harvey. Thank you for that, Keenan. You didn't have to do that.
You didn't have to be in the movie.
You didn't have to be in your nephew's shitty movie, but you did, and I'm glad you did.
But nah, man. Look, like you said, like we said at the beginning, Blumhouse, they definitely
done goofed.
They done goofed with Fantasy Island. They.
How do you have two of the best actors in the movie being Michael Rooker and Maggie Q? Which I still look like as I was watching this movie, and I'm looking at Maggie's plot, and I'm going, Maggie, who promised you a diamond crusted PT Cruiser for doing this movie? Who? I want to meet the person who promised you that.
Eris?
Because you did not need to be in this movie.
Eris?
I'm very happy she's getting work. But
Eris, listen to me. You need to stop disrespecting Maggie Q like that.
It's not even disrespect.
You know goddamn well that was a 2008 Honda Civic. Base Honda Civic.
Guys, I gotta ask you this though before we go. Did y'all see the trailer for Megan?
Yeah, I did.
What that one with the dancing doll joint?
That's gonna be the most ridiculous ass movie.
Hold on,
watch it. I want to see it.
I've seen the trailer. Did you see the back and forth shit between Megan and Chucky on Twitter?
That would be somebody was saying, yo, if they don't cross these two over, what are we doing in life? And I'm like, you know what? You got a valid point there.
Because there was another girl doll movie that came out back in the late 90s or whatever. It wasn't good, but everybody tried to say, yo, they need to put her and Chucky together. And this was right. And that was like right before Bride of Chucky.
We've gotten better with technology that Chucky is good visually as a character. And now Megan.
Most definitely. Please, for the love of God, watch the Chucky series. It's really good.
But yeah, like D said, stinkers, but Blumhouse is back on the saddle now and stuff. We got the Black Phone, great movie.
But you know what, Blumhouse, you understand, your place in the world. You know that you can come out with a stinker. You just get better.
Yeah, you just get
1% better each time.
You take it on the chin, you keep it moving, and then that's it. That's all you gotta do. Not that hard.
Like take your punches, get these lumps.
Yeah, that's it. So
take your L's.
Pull up, take off the bra, pull up a skirt, pull up your skirt, be a man.
Be a man, Hogan.
Like, stop giving us better plots to movies that you could have been making
I'm just
like
saying,
in one movie.
You can't be doing that to yourself and your fans, nigga.
But I appreciate that D, out of all three of us, went very Halloween with the motif. You know, the Black Panther, very. You know, the Halloween pumpkin. Because my pumpkin that I carved for Halloween, that shit went south very quick. I should have kept it outside, but
the other one I ate it got fruit flies coming out the nose. It was ugly.
Yeah.
It was ugly.
I made the mistake of not cleaning it as good. I thought I was like, good enough, and then I'm like, oh, I should have kept cleaning that more. Ooh, yeah, I messed that one up. But hey, you know,
both of you guys are stupid. I went out and I would have got myself a fake one.
I kept it moving, nigga.
I kept it moving. I bought a fake one with the one tooth that kept it moving.
Away. You out here tearing off God's green, luscious fruits.
It's just a waste of food.
Hey, gotta be
Y'all
honest.
out here wasting food.
This is what you do. Like, here's. This is what you do. You go up the street. You get yourself a fake pumpkin. Put that shit in your attic. It's over.
Hey, that's how my parents were about fucking Christmas trees. They had a fake Christmas tree since I was in middle school. It was like, hey, you a sucker for going out there and cutting down the tree. Fuck that shit.
Boy. Angie, my wife's family was the last Negroes I know that used to
go out and buy a tree.
And here's the thing. And I told their ass. Y'all gonna get a fake one eventually. And Angie's dad was like, I've been trying to get that shit for the last 15 years. We don't need to get no fucking Douglas fir in this motherfucker.
You know what it was? My parents learned a lesson right after my brother was born. And my dad had to clean up the mess of that fucking tree shedding. He was like, nope. Took his ass to fucking Sears. It got a fake tree. Done.
Dude, that was my parents too. In the 90s, my parents got a real tree. I was happy, but then even I saw it myself. I was like, "Oh God!" Like, what? Well, like,
as a kid, it's all whimsical, right?
No. See, but I was old enough. Like, I at least had enough self-awareness to look at the tree and I'm looking down, like, "Oh God!" Like, it's shedding. Like, I knew it was shedding at that time.
When the motherfucker turned brown on your ass. Oh my God, it's really dying.
One side, bro, and it's always on one side. One side of the tree like just goes completely brown.
But here's
I just like how white people bullied other white people into cutting down a tree and bringing that shit into their house. And said it's a tradition. I love how white people bullied us into that shit.
And this is from our favorite cartoon, The Rocko's Modern Life. You saw what happened at the end of the Christmas episode. Everybody on the block yeeted their trees out in the trash.
I like it because it was like the very end of the credits.
Let me tell you something about fake trees, folks. The funny downside of it is like, we're so fucking lazy. We'll keep that shit all the way through New Year's up before we finally get that shit down. Whereas a real tree, as soon as we get them presents up, hey, get that shit out the fucking house. You ain't shitting this shit.
No, because Chris, first of all, a real tree, after you done cut it down, brought it into the house, you done decorated with all the lights and ornaments and shit, it doesn't survive 2 New Years.
No, it really don't. Like 2 days after Christmas, it's already brown.
Like, bro, by the 28th, that thing is brown.
That thing is already dead.
Like, first of all, you said the 28th. Bold of you to assume it'll last to the 28th. 27th, it's dead.
Why we faking? That shit is dead on Christmas. That thing's dead on Christmas.
I forgot because we will get a tree like a week and a half, 2 weeks before Christmas.
You got that tree on December the 10th.
No,
that thing's dead.
No. See, I'm going about it the way that I would say most people do, at least most traditionalists do. They wait until at least 2 to 3 days before Christmas to go out, cut down a tree, bring it into the house, decorate it, and then leave it up for at least a week. Now,
black people don't got enough land to be cutting
down. I know black people ain't got enough. I'm not referring to black people. I'm talking about everybody. Now, today, at least what black people did. Remember when you go out and you buy the pre-cut trees?
Niggas still do that.
Yeah, they still
do. I know they still do, but I'm saying that's what you do. You still want to keep that tradition, but you don't even know when that tree was cut down.
Gotta pray to God there ain't no fucking bird nesting that shit.
It was a bird nest.
Bird nest up in that motherfucker.
You gotta be thinking about it. Think about that, bro. There was a chipmunk. There was a chipmunk that raised his family in that motherfucking.
It got evicted. It got evicted. It got evicted when Stanley came through and shot.
Man, there was a family of owls in that tree.
Bro,
the wall came through.
The organization of Black and Decker came through.
So what we have next? On
so what we got? What we got next? What we doing?
So the last, I'm gonna say 6 movies are all going to be bangers. What we're looking forward to is all of them is going to be like I said, we're going to be really, really good. And the next movie is going to be one that we're redoing. This is from year 1. We're going to be redoing Lionheart, a movie that, like I said, we need to redo that. I'm talking year 1 Van Damage.
Yes. Yo, shout out to Van Damme. My man celebrated a birthday like this past week.
Yep.
Yo, shout out to JCVD, man. Keep doing your thing, bro.
Also, D, I'm just saying, if we're doing Lionheart, you got to bring back the Van Damage song. Wow.
Oh,
that's a lot of
the Bob Sinclair. The Bob Sinclair. That was Bob Sinclair. Kiss My Eyes.
Yes, we got to bring that back.
I think we will. I definitely will.
Lots of
damage.
But yeah, like I said, we're going to be heading up a lot of bangers for here end of the year. I'm talking Dogma, Wild Bunch, 7. Yes, we're going to end up doing 7. This is not a banger, but we're going to have fun with it. Olympus Has Fallen, and
it's a banger. Talking about?
What is that?
It's a banger. What are you talking about?
to you.
Whatever. Gerard, I talk off the side of my mouth, Butler.
Hey, look.
Gerard, I don't want to do 300 ever again, Butler.
And the last two is Mortal Kombat, the cartoon. Yes, cartoon.
Defenders of the Realm.
Combat time. Yo, Joe, man. And the last one will be Boomerang.
Wow, okay, Boomerang.
Yeah.
That's gonna be our New Year's special is Boomerang.
I don't know. We'll find out. I don't know.
Also,
no. We owe everybody a New Year's special. Anyway, we are so sorry we didn't do one this year. We're definitely doing a New Year.
We sorely didn't do one for 2021 because we could have talked at length about January 6th, but we didn't. So,
well, real talk. Everybody was talking about January 6th, and.
We had jokes for that, honestly.
Honestly, that would have been about a good 20 minutes worth of jokes, and then at that point we're chasing that damn wagon.
Yeah. Hey. So other than that, yeah, that's it, man.
So we will catch you guys later. Yeah, that's it.
Yep. Till next time, folks.
Zone of Fantasy. Michael Pena.